Hello friends, 3 weather heads up to give around America for the Memorial Day holiday weekend that we start in a few hours. And as we head into this extended weekend, let's talk about it. First things first, the low pressure that is holding off the Carolina coast. Keep in mind, if it briefly gets a number or is called a subtropical storm, which is pretty unlikely, if it did, it's actually storm number 2 of the year. If you may not have heard, in January up in the Northeast, we had a subtropical storm. So that's taking the first one off, not the name, but the first number off the list for this year. What that's going to do, friends, it is a lot of wind, a lot of crashing waves and swell on the beaches. I would definitely make another plan if you were set to be on the beaches of South Carolina, Outer Banks of North Carolina, or the intercoastal area, even the beaches of Georgia, Tybee Island, beautiful spot there. I would definitely look at some other options because of that system and just how churned up it's going to make the weather and the waves on the beaches for you there. It weakens each day as the weekend progresses, so you should see improvement day to day, with Saturday being the ugliest. Having said that, number 2, we're talking thunderstorms are going to be around all 3 days in the middle of the country, eastern side of the Rockies to about the I-35 corridor, which is central Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and on up into the middle of the country. But with that said, not only are we looking at a chance of thunderstorms, but some of these could be severe storms, tornadoes, large hail, that kind of thing. And this is all 3 days. So going to area lakes or heading to family's house, or even just maybe Saturday celebrations, laying a wreath, visiting cemeteries, keep in mind all 3 afternoons likely to be very active in that part of the country. And then a third thing I want to shift over to is some fog. For Sunday, if you have flights into Memphis, looks like some pretty heavy fog first thing in the morning there. Monday, we'll likely see more people flying, getting back home. If you have early flights, I'd also watch Charlotte. We have a lot of connections that go through that airport. And the remnants of this low that will be weakening each day off of the Carolinas coast drifts into the central and western part of North Carolina. Also with lighter winds, it looks like a fog, light rain mixture. So just keeping that in mind, that might be something that is adding to the Monday travel worries that you'll want to watch for. Also mentioning fog, those of you in the central and northern California coast, all 3 days this weekend, as well as southwestern Oregon coastlines, we look to have some fog all 3 mornings. They look to burn off, that 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, and the days look to be nice. But just keeping in mind, no reason to be in a rush if it's going to be foggy and gray, and you can take your time heading to the beaches in that part of the country. And then I just want to specifically address Florida because so many of you come down for the holiday. Here's what we've got. Saturday, I would definitely be avoiding beaches east of Jacksonville from that low up in the Carolinas. I'm looking at high winds. We are also looking at some on and off showers and storms, but that goes down in your chances as we get to Sunday and Monday. The rest of the state, we've had a lot of daily thunderstorms out there for the last several days. That coverage will also be coming down for the holiday weekend, but keep in mind, Saturday may still be active, dodging a few thunderstorms. I don't see a washout for much of the state other than it could be quite wetter, again, east of Jacksonville just for Saturday. If you are looking to go boating, the lakes look good. Rain coverage again, lower for Sunday and Monday. As well as if you're headed offshore for fishing trips, I would just watch east coast of Florida only on Saturday. Waves are a little churned up there for the smaller craft, the fishing craft, and it could be pretty rough for you. But Sunday and Monday look good. And speaking of boating, if you're jumping on ships out of Florida, no issues there. You look great. If you're doing a long weekend, a holiday weekend cruise to the Bahamas, the seas are up just a touch again Saturday, but will not impact ships and craft of that size. And even at that, Sunday and Monday, it goes completely flat and is absolutely wonderful for you with good weather. Just keep one thing in mind when you're in the Bahamas. Midday thunderstorms will be possible all 3 days. So just be prepared to find a nice restaurant, hold up in a shop, and maybe pause an outdoor excursion. That's it. The rest of your time looks wonderful. So as we head into the holiday weekend, wishing you much love, and I hope you have a safe holiday weekend. I'll see you in a few days as we are also talking tropics in the days ahead. June 1st, right around the corner. Take care, friends.